with all that we saw, what we heard, what we felt, this planet of ours, destiny, our part in it. Midgar, the city of Mako, ruled by the Shinra Electric Power Company, who drained the planet of its very essence, the life stream, and processed it for industry as Mako. Those who could rose up in her defense.
Hi guys, today also we are going to see about Final Fantasy Rebirth, everything all we knows. What is the story of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? If you played both Final Fantasy from 1997 and Final Fantasy Remake from 2020, you'll know by now that the games have drastically different storylines. Square Enix took the framework of the original and reimagined it for a new generation of players, which means there's little to know for certain on what twists and turns we can expect from the Final Fantasy Rebirth story. However, we do know that this will be a direct continuation of where Intergrade left off, with Cloud arriving at the village of Calm, and Zack entering the Sector 5 church in search of Aerith, before allowing the wider party to explore the wider world beyond the boundaries of Midgar. Additionally, creative director Tetsuya Nomura says you won't need to have played either Final Fantasy or Final Fantasy Remake to enjoy Part 2 of the adventure. Final Fantasy Rebirth is being designed so that people can enjoy this game whether they know the original game or not. The latest gameplay trailer during the Summer Game Fest also saw mention of the fact that Sephiroth still lives after the fight in the Part 1. The group also hear about the life stream, which is the very essence of the world that's connected to Sephiroth. Interesting! There are also flashes of Tifa getting attacked, and the mysterious hooded figures make an appearance. There's still a lot of questions surrounding the story, and the trailer only raises more as to whether it will follow the same plot as the original, or open up the way to new narrative directions or timelines. Final Fantasy Rebirth Combat. The trailers have shown off Cloud fighting various creatures with Final Fantasy Remake's blend of real-time action and commands, but we've also seen glimpses of the other party members in action. As we've seen so far, it looks like we'll once again be fighting alongside Barret Tifa, and Aerith, with the latest Party Edition Red also joining the fray. Interestingly, in a recent PlayStation blog following the September 2023 State of Play showcase, director Naoki Hamaguchi outlined that Red will offer something different as a new type of character. As well as an ATB gauge, Red also has a revenge gauge mechanic that is said to charge up when he guards against enemy attacks. We can then make use of this gauge to initiate various abilities in battle. The blog also revealed we can expect to see new synergy moves in the updated battle system. These synergy commands and abilities can be used freely at any time by using up a charged up gauge, not unlike limit breaks. It's through these moves, as Hamaguchi explains, that we'll be able to feel the relationships and bonds that have developed between characters even more so than in the previous game. Rebirth will also add skill trees as a new element of character growth, along with more materia and abilities. Final Fantasy Rebirth gameplay. We've gotten to see quite a bit of Final Fantasy Rebirth gameplay since it was first announced, with a look during Summer Game Fest, and another helping of action shown off in the September 2023 State of Play showcase. We've seen Cloud and the gang walk through more open environments, as well as mini-games at the Gold Saucer, which you may know is a prominent location in the original game. The latest gameplay trailer showed off Cloud riding on a chocobo, taking part in some races, and even going around on a Segway. It's certainly evident that the second part of Final Fantasy will be upping the scale, with Square Enix revealed that we can expect nearly 100 hours of adventure in Rebirth. Will Final Fantasy Remake come to Xbox? The question of whether Final Fantasy Remake will come to Xbox platforms remains unanswered, although there is some hope yet. As it stands, Final Fantasy Remake and its sequel, Final Fantasy Rebirth, are PlayStation console exclusives. However, with news that Final Fantasy Remake Intergrade has finally made its way to PC, the chances of an Xbox Series export have improved. Couple that speculation with the fact that Crisis Core Final Fantasy Reunion, a remaster of the FF prequel in the style of Remake, is coming to Xbox One and Xbox Series X later this year. so Square Enix might be laying the groundwork for a future release of Remake Intergrade on Microsoft platforms. Final Fantasy Rebirth platforms. The only platform Final Fantasy Rebirth is confirmed to launch on is PS. While Final Fantasy Remake did originally release on PS, Final Fantasy Rebirth is skipping the platform entirely as Square Enix focuses its efforts on the new generation of consoles. Square Enix is yet to confirm whether a Final Fantasy Rebirth PC release is on the cards, although with Final Fantasy Remake Intergrade now available on Steam, there is a fair chance that Rebirth will make it there eventually. Final Fantasy Rebirth release date. The Final Fantasy Rebirth release date has been confirmed for February 29, 2024. The news was confirmed at PlayStation's September State of Play, where the launch date was confirmed alongside a brand new look at the game, confirming the return of Vincent, as well as the Golden Saucer and all of its wonderful minigames.
Trust in me.
Sephiroth! Come on!
On me.